Good afternoon everyone and welcome to 4 Pines Park for this round 5 fixture between the North Queensland Cowboys and the Manly Seagulls, as the Cowboys led out by Liam Ryan looking to bounce back from their loss 2 weeks ago to the Warriors with a couple of debutants, Cyan Harris and Declan Murphy, while the Manly Seagulls, with their first win of the season a couple of weeks ago against the Melbourne Storm, led out by Chaz Dingo, have a couple of changes as well. Mary Passy coming into the starting lineup. Lennox Prakash moving to the bench. Aidan Foran on the bench. Clinton Brady on the bench. Ash Crutcher and Xavier Crusher retaining their positions. And Aidan McHenry about to get the game back underway. Or the game underway, regains his position in the halves as McHenry does get the game underway, and we are good to go here at 4 Pines Park. The Cowboys receiving, and it's the Queensland skipper Luke Malchus who takes it up from the kickoff to get this game for the Cowboys underway as they go short side to the left. Malchus almost loses that one. A little bit of confusion with Caval. This time it's Mobiston. This Queensland side, significant size advantage compared to the Seagulls. And they get through their first set of the game in one piece. And it's Horan who puts the kick down to Michael Crimp. And the Seagulls will get their first set underway here in front of their home crowd. And the Seagulls will be really looking to build on the momentum that they seem to have found against the Storm 2 weeks ago, against this Cowboys outfit who have seemed to have struggled the last couple of weeks. Haven't won a game since round 1. That was against the Melbourne Storm. They won 13 points to 12. Bit of confusion at the ruck there for the Seagulls, but Goodwin manages to get his hands on the ball. But back to the Cowboys, and they'll definitely be wanting to get their season back on track. But you'd have to say that for both sides, with only 3 games remaining this season, this game included, all points are valuable, and a loss here in today's game would all but seal their fate for season 1 in the SRL. As the Cowboys and Cole Summers gets a good ball out wide from Kowal. And Aaron Johnston goes through the middle. This ranging second rower just finds a huge open space and just brought down a metre short by Albi Akarangi. Surprised he didn't get caught there, and they go high, and this time Liam Ryan collects from the high ball, and he goes over for the first try of the afternoon. Liam Ryan, right place, right time, goes over in the left-hand corner. And after only 5.5 minutes, the Cowboys have opened the scoring. Ryan from out wide, that drifts left and just misses. But the Cowboys will be happy with that opening start. Liam Ryan going over for the opening try of the afternoon, or the evening. It gives the Cowboys an early 4 points to 0 lead. As McHenry gets the game back underway, we're just talking about Aaron Johnston going straight through the middle. And I thought that was a try for Allman. I'm not sure where Dingo was, but there was no one out in the backfield, but he was just chopped down by Albi Akarangi. The game is back underway here though as Ryan Pine makes a good dart from dummy half.
3, back with me.
And takes it up to the 40. Or just short of it. They go wide this time again to Summers.
Hands off. Hill.
He's met by Robbie Elms today playing in the centres. Mobiston decides to kick early. Dingo was right there waiting for it. And the New South Wales skipper gets his first touch of the evening.
2 on the keep going. Hill.
Be looking to bounce back from the loss in the State of Origin game last Tuesday night,
3 hands off. He's held there.
where New South Wales went down in extra time. Golden Point 13 points to 12.
4.
Queensland taking the series 2 points to 1, 2 games to 1, to get the inaugural SRL Origin Premiership. Final tackle here for the Seagulls. They go deep to Thompson. Thompson fires it down to again Cole Summers, who gets his third touch of the game. There's a good tackle by Michael Crimp around the ankles.
That's your second.
Took Summers down. As the Cowboys go to their big front rowers. And it's Jordan Williams who makes a good break up through the middle, up to the halfway line. Plays the ball. They go left this time to Malchus. He's met hard by Goodwin. Doesn't make any extra metres. This time to Johnston. This massive human being, as again Pine looks to take it from dummy half but can't find any space, and he's actually taken down tackle 5, so it's a disappointing into the set to the Cowboys. And inside ball to Dingo, who juggles it but finds some space, and he's just managed to be dragged down by Liam Ryan. But Dingo just on the charge. Short ball from Thompson. And the Seagulls in some good field position now as Crusher gets smashed by, looks to be Luke Malchus. Good shoulder. Matthew Harris taken down. About 25 out here, the Seagulls. Akarangi takes it forward. That's final tackle. They look to go to the right, and they go deep to Thompson, who puts it high. Waiting for it is Ryan, and he takes it no problem. A little bit too deep there for the Seagulls. And the chasers weren't able to get to the ball in time as it came down, and Ryan made no issues. And the Cowboys restart from the 20.
He's held there. Right, here's tackle 1.
Cowboys come to the right. They go inside to Mobiston.
2.
Good ball from Kaval. They go left to Kaval again. He goes to Kasaka.
He's held 3.
Good run by Jamal Kasaka. Kaval again looks to find Johnston, and Johnston looks to have knocked it on. And an unforced error there by the big second rower. Gives Manly the ball on the halfway line, and Dingo goes straight through the middle. No one in the backfield, and Chaz Dingo hits back for the Seagulls. From the set play, Liam Ryan looked to be caught out in the defensive line. Thought they were going out wide, but Dingo goes straight through the middle to score the opening try for the Seagulls, wrapping it up 4 points all. As McHenry comes in looking to add the extra 2 and makes no mistakes. And so the Seagulls at home take a 6 points to 4 lead after coming up 15 minutes in this one. An exciting start to the game. And you can see this blazing red sky here in Manly tonight, as Ryan gets the game back underway. Goes down to Luke Thompson, who gives it to Matthew Harris to bring it forward.
Held. Clear him. That's one. Move.
Taken down by Johnston around the legs. Along with Mobiston.
He's held there.
Seagulls go right this time to Akarangi, who goes through the middle. Finds a little bit of space. Taken down by Ryan. They go to McInnery. Long ball out to Dingo. Unmarked for a moment.
He's held there. Of him now.
Taken down by Carlos Kennelly. They come short side this time to Crimp. Kennelly takes them again.
Move it.
Final tackle here for the Seagulls. They go deep to Thompson. Thompson puts a crossfield kick to Laumu. I think that's Laumu's first touch of the afternoon. Jason Laumu had a spectacular Origin game last week, along with his Queensland side, as we've mentioned, wrapping up that Origin series. And he's looking forward to getting back to his club roots for tonight's game. Big game tonight for these two teams, as we've mentioned. And we're 6 points to 4 here. Not only 20 minutes been. Final tackle, the Cowboys go deep to Caval, and he puts it down to the Seagulls 20. It's taken by Kane Chapman-Kenny.
Right, here's tackle one.
And Chapman-Kenny brings it out to the 40. The Seagulls go left. Crusher takes it up to the line.
He's held there.
Met by Kausakau. They go blind side or short side this time to McInnery. Plays the ball. Cut out pass to Evans. Cherry Evans through the middle. Cherry Evans making some good meters. Up to the 20 here, the Seagulls. Tackle 4. Still a couple of tackles remaining. Elms eventually taken down by Ryan with Johnston around the ankles. Final tackle. Again, deep to Crutcher. He puts it high, but it's a little bit too far. And Liam Ryan again comes up with the lollies. No problems there, and they take it out to the 20. Taken forward by Mobiston. Plays the ball, they come right to Caval, met by Akarangi.
That's one. Move.
Along with Crutcher. As they spin it wide, this time Kennelly pushes off one, eventually taken down by Dingo. Plays a good ball to Pine, to Irwin. Cowboys making some good meters up through the middle at the moment. They go left to the new man, Murphy. He makes more meters up through the middle. Good first touch by Declan Murphy in the green here. Ryan looks to shake off a couple of tackles. Only a couple of meters out here, the Cowboys. They go left to Mobiston. Mobiston wrestling. Mobiston goes over. Has he got the ball down? Referee says no, and the Seagulls restart the game. Mobiston just rolled onto his back there at the final moment. All started though by a good run by the debutant Declan Murphy.
Let him go. Hill, 3 hands away.
Inside pass, Akarangi to Dingo. Good passing by these, by the second rower. Inside to his captain as Akarangi gets on his hands again. And he gives a little inside ball to Crutcher. Crutcher goes wide to Foran. Foran taken down, only 6 metres out. Good passing here by the Seagulls. Final tackle. They go deep to Thompson. Thompson puts it high and wide. It's a good kick by the Seagulls. 5-8.
Release.
And Zach Smith is forced back into his in goal. So the Seagulls are going to get another opportunity. Line drop out here for the Cowboys. But Albi Akarangi and Aidan Foran combining as McInnery takes it from the restart and gives it to Foran. Good first touch for Foran in tonight's game. Cherry Evans, a good little break down the right-hand side. Tackle starting to drop off here for the Cowboys. Only 25 minutes in. Centre field, 15 out. Lennox Prakash makes his way onto the park. Makes a good run up into the Cowboys 10. McHenry goes wide to Goodwin. Bryce Goodwin. He's rolled onto his back just short of the line. Tackle 5 here for the Seagulls. And Crutcher decides to take it himself, and he looks to have got over. Ash Crutcher, referee says try, and he looks to have got it down. Darting from dummy half. And the Seagulls get their second. McKinney comes in, strikes it well, and that's an extra 2 points for the Seagulls. 12 points to 4 here, only 26 minutes being, still 14 minutes remaining here at Four Pines Park. But so far this crowd has been treated to a pretty good start. Both teams willing to throw the ball around. And 2 tries to 1 as Liam Ryan gets the game back underway. Goes down to Luke Thompson. And he gives it to Lennox Prakash, who just bumps off Declan Murphy with a you-knows-what. The man on debut, showing the palm. Lennox Prakash, what a start. Way to start the set. As they come left, Mary Passy odds the field. Hasn't played the last couple of weeks. Zakarangi goes through the middle. Good run by Albi Akarangi. Crutcher, right to Thompson. He gives it to McHenry, then to Dingo. Dingo makes a good break down the right-hand touchline. Just brought down, 15 out. I thought Dingo might have been in there, but it was Laumu who grabbed him. And McHenry goes high, final tackle. They go up, Laumu grabs it. Not sure if Laumu made the 10 actually. A few of the Seagulls players asking the question. But the game carries on, and Irwin makes a few good metres up out to just short of the 30. But Jason Laumu with a couple of big plays there. The Cowboys over the halfway line. Good break by Liam Ryan. Gives the offload, but he's given it away. Mary Passy comes up with it. And the Seagulls let off the hook a little bit there. They were found backpedaling. Defence struggling to get back the 10. But the Cowboys have given it away, and the Seagulls go short side this time to Michael Crimp. Taken down, a good tackle by Zach Smith. Break through the middle by Crutcher. Taken by Ryan, but again, more metres for the Seagulls. Easy metres through the middle. They come near side again to Passy. Final tackle now. They play the ball. They go deep to Thompson. Thompson doesn't get the best kick away. It's going to come up short. Taken by Robbie Elms, but can't get the hands free. Taken by Aaron Johnston around the arms, and that'll be a handover. So coming up, 8 minutes remaining until the half-time siren is the green here of Declan Murphy. Gets his hands on the ball. This time it's Jamal Kasaka up over the 30 for the Cowboys. They go far side. Good break, Liam Ryan. Evades the tackle of McHenry and makes his way just over the halfway line. This time it's Cavall to make a good run through the middle. Taken by Goodwin. And final tackle for the Cowboys, looking for a good kick. It's Mobiston who's given the kicking duties. But he just puts an easy kick down to Crimp, who brings it out just short of the 30.
He's held there.
So still 12 points to 4 here to the Seagulls.
2, held. Up now.
Early try to Liam Ryan for the Cowboys, but it's been all Seagulls, you'd probably say,
He's held there. 3,
since that try.
back to 10.
Here comes short side again to Robbie Elms.
4, move, held.
Taken down by Cole Summers. Plays the ball, bit of a mix-up, but it went backwards.
He's held there.
Play on is the call.
Let it go. Get the last. Marcus, lock in.
Final tackle, Crutcher kicks it wide out to Jason Laumu. Bit of a dangerous decision, and Jason Laumu in the space. But he's been forced into touch. And that's good defence by the Seagulls. It was Chaz Dingo covering across. And it's always dangerous kicking to Jason Laumu in such space. But the defence combined and they just forced him out over that left-hand touchline. It was Chaz Dingo and I think Cherry Evans. So back underway, 40 metres out, 20 metres in, the Seagulls pack it down. And they give it to Robbie Elms to take it forward.
That's 1, move. He's held there.
Couple of sets remaining for either side.
That's his second, held.
Good tackle by Callum Irwin. Akarangi fends off one and gets the offload.
Back with me.
Gets the hands free to Prakash. Akarangi and Prakash combining well. McEnany.
Held.
10 out here for the Seagulls. Tackle 4. They go left to Prakash again. Lennox Prakash driving the legs. Taken down by Murphy. Just a metre out though. Final tackle. They go deep centre field. Thompson puts it high. It's a good kick by Thompson. Comes down for Michael Crimp.
Held.
Michael Crimp thinks he's got it down. Referee or touch judge has said no, it's a handover. Just forced back into the field of play.
Right, he's
What a up and under by Luke Thompson though.
He's held there. 2, hands away. Held.
Cowboys taking it up
Right,
through the
that's
middle,
third.
through Robbo Mobiston. Pine comes left. And he finds Ryan on the inside.
He's held there. Move it.
Liam Ryan still looking to
10.
spark something here for the Cowboys. As again they go inside, this time to Carlos Kennelly. Up over the 40 for the Cowboys. Final tackle. Horan puts it deep. Crossfield to Chapman Kenny. Lucky to be taken there, Chapman Kenny, otherwise he would have been away. Was Zach Smith covering. Dingo finds it centre
2,
field.
on the keep going. Held.
Taken down by Ryan Pine. This time it's Passy who makes another break through the middle. Again, easy metres here for the Seagulls.
Held there.
Coming up a minute remaining until half time.
4, get back, look at me.
I wonder if field goal is on the mind. They're probably a little bit too far out and definitely too wide. As Cherry Evans takes it up over the 20. This will be the final tackle.
Held. 5.
Looking for Thompson. They find McEnany, puts in the little grubber. But the chasers weren't onto it and Ryan Pine comes up with it. And this will be the final play, I'd say. They come right to Caval. Taken by Karangi in half time here at 4 Pines Park. The siren blows. The Seagulls take a 12 points to 4 lead. We will be back with more SR action after the break. Welcome back to SRL TV. It's the SRL Premiership live tonight from Four Pines Park. As the Cowboys get the game back underway, it's the Seagulls who hold a 12-4 lead at half-time. Two teams with the season on the line. Season 1 here in the SRL Premiership. The Seagulls currently sitting in 6th places on the ladder, while the Cowboys sitting 1 behind in 7th. Only the top 4 progress on to the semi-finals. And being both teams are 4 points behind the top 4 at the moment, so a loss today would all but secure them in that bottom 4. As the Seagulls get off to a pretty disappointing into the set to start off the second half, and the Cowboys have got a good opportunity here and call for a knock on there by the Seagulls. Call for an early tackle by the Cowboys. Referee says play on as the Cowboys find themselves only 10 out here. Right after half time, they go left to Malchus. And Luke Malchus taken down, a good tackle by Brad Goodwin. Only 5 out, they go back centre field. Good kick, and Liam Ryan looks to have got a double. What a chase by the skipper. Pounced on it. Went out to Kowal, and Kowal just dropped it on the tone. Liam Ryan collects for the easiest of tries. But look at the timing by the fullback, just injecting himself. And Chaz Dingo was stranded another 5 yards or so back. And so the Cowboys score first in the second half. No issues there for Liam Ryan. The game is 12 points to 10 to the Seagulls. Cowboys scoring first in the second half. Liam Ryan has grabbed himself a double. In fact, he scored all the points in today's game, reminiscent of the Cowboys' first win or only win of the season, game 1 against the Storm, where Liam Ryan scored all the points in that game as well.
That's one. Move!
As the game is back underway, Luke Malchus taking up the first tackle and Koval taking up the second, and they sling it left and they find Laumu in some space. Jason Laumu taken up over the 40 by Dingo, and they come right this time to Williams. Jordan Williams has had a quiet game. As has Horan, you'd have to say. The Cowboys have found the perfect start to the second half as they get through their first set with no issues. And they kick it down to the wing of Kane Chapman Kenny. Plays it up on the 30. They spring it centre field here, the Seagulls. Aaron Johnston makes a good tackle along with Jordan. Intercept by Kasako, so the Seagulls have given territory and position away again here. It's 2 poor sets to start the second half for the Seagulls. Cowboys only 20 odd metres out. Ryan again, another good run through the middle. Round the ankles by Akarangi. The Seagulls under another immense pressure. Malchus, the Queensland skipper, only 5 out. They go left this time to Kasakau. He's met in a hard tackle by McKinney. This will be a real test to the Seagulls defence. Grubber kick by Ryan, I think it was, picked up by Malchus. Wasn't touched by the Seagulls, so that's the end of the set. And then again, it's another disappointing end to the set by these two teams. As Passy takes it up. through the middle, and the Seagulls looking to just calm things down a little bit.
He's held there.
As Akarangi brings it forward, they just want to get to the end of their set and just get a good kick away.
4, get back, look at me.
Harris plays the ball, they go left this time to Crusher.
Hit the last. Held.
They do get to the end of their set. Final tackle here for the Seagulls. They go to Thompson for the kick. Thompson puts a good kick down to Cole Summers. And he's wrapped up well and truly
He's held there.
just over the 20. 12 points to 10 here at Four Pines Park.
Held. Let him go, let him go.
It's the biggest game of the season for these two teams as the Cowboys have this time given it away. Looking to get the offload.
Clear him now.
I didn't see who it was, but you could see him trying to get his arms free. And the Seagulls find themselves only 15 metres out. Tackle 2.
He's held there. 3.
Akarangi plays the ball. They go short side. Harris out wide to Crimp. And Crimp's been forced into touch. So Crimp going for the corner. It was Liam Ryan who took him in the corner. So disappointing there for the Seagulls.
Here's tackle 1. He's held there.
Frustrating for both teams. Both coaches will be a little bit concerned about how the second half has started. Just seems like both teams are just overwhelmed with nerves.
He's held there. 3. Hands off.
Cowboys sling it wide to Zach Smith.
4. Move. Held. Up now.
And early kick there, covered by Dingo, so no issues.
1.
Not the greatest kick for the Cowboys. And the Seagulls find themselves inside the Cowboys territory in tackle 1.
Held. That's his second.
Goodwin plays the ball. They go centre field to Akarangi. Good short ball to Passy, but Passy's hit hard by Williams and Johnston around the ankles. This time they come to the right. They find Dingo.
That's tackle 4. Hands off.
Dingo taken by Kasaka. Good run by Matthew Harris. Hard to take down.
5. Hold on to 10.
Tackle 5 here for the Seagulls. About 22 metres out. They swing it to Thompson, who gives it to McKenna. He puts it high. Probably not deep enough to be threatening as Crimp comes down with it. But wrapped up by Kual. And that's a handover.
He's held there. 1. Release. Held. 2.
Cowboys bring it to the left. They give it to Kasaka, and makes another good run today. Jamal Kasaka, been one of their top performers so far this season.
Hold the 10.
Again, they stay the left side. Kasaka makes another good run, taken down by Goodwin with McKinney around the knees. Final tackle, it's Kaval who kicks it straight down to Chapman Kenny. Chapman Kenny makes a good break through the middle. Coming over is Ryan, along with Kaval, but Chapman Kenny's taken it down just short of the 30 for the Seagulls. Akarangi gets it on a good burst.
That's his second.
25 out for the Seagulls. McKinney slings it wide to his half's partner Thompson.
Back to 10.
He's taken down. Good quick play the ball. They come to the right side this time. Matthew Harris. That's a good run by the young prop.
4.
Inside the Cowboys 10. They come to the right again. McKinney to Dingo. Dingo wrestled onto his back. Only inches short here, the Seagulls. Takes a step back into the field of play. They go left to McKinney. Good kick by McKinney. And Albie Akarangi looks to be celebrating. The referee points to the spot. And Akarangi scores for the Seagulls. Aidan McKinney Matthew Harris. Cowboys are calling for a knock on. Referee hasn't even gone upstairs. I'm not sure if Matthew Harris touched the ball. But if he did, it definitely went forward to Ikarangi. But either way, the referee has awarded the try. Little bit of controversy here as McKinney comes in and takes the extra 2 to make it 18 points to 10. But I'm sure we're going to hear more about that. Matthew Harris definitely looked to have got a hand on the ball. And it's just whether it propelled forward to Albi Ikarangi. But the game is about to get back underway. It's Liam Ryan who sends it deep down to the left. And Brad Goodwin decides to take it out himself.
He's held there.
And he's met by some Cowboys defence. That's Luke Malchus and Carlos Kennelly.
2.
For 18 points to 10 here at 4 Pines Park as the Seagulls come near side to Goodwin for his second touch of the set. Coming up, 20 minutes remaining.
4. Get back. Look at me.
Here in this do-or-die clash. Ikarangi, the try scorer, forced to kick the ball. Not a great kick. It's taken by Liam Ryan.
Right, here's tackle 1.
Evades the tackle of Crutcher and taken just short of the 30. So the Cowboys, a good opportunity to strike back as they go inside ball to Mobiston. Goodwin read it well along with Ikarangi. But the Cowboys have to turn this territory and possession into points. As Caval struggles up inside the Seagulls 20. They sling it wide to Ryan. Liam Ryan goes in, and Liam Ryan goes in for his third try of the game. Straight through the centre. And Liam Ryan picks up his third try of the game. And the crowd are stunned. Have to say, that was some weak defence. Straight after a try as well, and it'll be disappointing for Dingo. And you can see him under the uprights talking to his boys. Talking to his team and asking the question, what's happening as Ryan comes in and adds the extra 2. Back to a 2-point ball game, 18 points to 6. The Seagulls holding on to a slim lead. And Liam Ryan has got all 16 of the points of the Cowboys' points tonight. As referee blows the game back on. Stands it down, Albi Ikarangi tackling Callum Irwin. He seems to be holding his right arm. Does not look comfortable at all. Irwin came back at speed, and Ikarangi looks to be in a little bit of trouble. Taken forward by Mobiston. Cowboys looking to get some momentum here after the try. Ikarangi looks to be struggling in the defence at the moment. He's staying out there for now. Laumu down that left-hand touchline. It's a good set so far by the Cowboys. Manly asking for a knock on there by Laumu, but the game carries on. Kick down to Chapman Kenny.
Release. Held. Let him go.
And I can see Albi Ikarangi has come to the sideline. We will wait for an update on that one, but it looks like Lennox Prakash will probably come back on as the Seagulls look to make their way out from their own 30. Tackle 4. It's been a good set so far for the Cowboys defensively. Aaron Johnston, that's a good hit on Passy. Assisted by Caval. Passy plays the ball. They go left to Thompson. Thompson kicks on the 5th. Not a great kick. Goes down to the wing of Laumu. Laumu goes through the middle. Beats the tackle of Crutcher. And makes his way into the Seagulls half. Cowboys go wide. First tackle. On the end of it is Ryan. Pine hit hard. Good tackle by... Not sure who that was. It could have been Matthew Harris. Yes, it was Matthew Harris. As Ryan takes it forward. Final tackle here for the Cowboys. 32 metres out, centre field. Cavall puts it high. Sends it down to the wing of Michael Crimp. And he's met head on. A good tackle by Zach Smith.
Held. 2 hands away.
Declan Murphy's back onto the park. Takes down Mary Passy and Robbie Elms. Taken down by Cavall. Seagulls go left. Short ball to Matthew Harris. Good run by Matthew Harris. Taken down by Johnston and Murphy. Thompson decides to kick early. Finds a little bit of space. And finds the touchline as well. So Thompson looks to slow the game down, and both teams sucking it in hard this evening. As the game gets restarted from the scrum.
Right, here's tackle 1. Held.
Cowboys 15 short of the halfway line. They give it to Jamal Kasakau. Makes a good run, taken by Goodwin and McKinney. They sling it wide this time. Ryan goes through the middle. Taken down by Dingo. But the Cowboys got a bit of momentum here as Luke Malchus goes up through the middle. Breaks a couple of tackles and gets the offload to Rohan Cavall.
He's held there. That's tackle 4.
Just a metre short here for the Cowboys. Looking to take the lead. They give it to Malchus. Malchus hard to take down. Rolled onto his back and taken just inches short of the line. They decide to go left. Murphy, wrong place, wrong time. And he wasn't expecting it. And the debutant puts it down. So the Seagulls let off the hook again.
Move.
But the Cowboys looking extremely dangerous up through the middle. Luke Malchus with a couple of telling runs. Just powering through the Seagulls defensive line. As Xavier Crusher takes it just short of the halfway line. The Seagulls struggling to make any sort of decent meterage here. Passy slow to play the ball. Sorry, they're both wearing the same colour headgear. And a disappointing end to the set here for the Seagulls as McKinney picks up the scraps. Makes it just over the halfway line, but that's a disappointing end to the set. And the Cowboys have got it.
He's held there.
And they're up into Seagulls territory already. Inside ball to Ryan. Liam Ryan makes another good break through the middle. Taken down by his opposite. And they go to Horan. Centre field here. Only 15 or so metres out the Cowboys. Less than 10 minutes remaining here at Four Pines Park. The Seagulls holding a 2-point lead. Cowboys on the attack though as Johnston takes a good ball but is forced back. They go wide this time to Horan, who puts it high centre field. Waiting for it is Dingo. It slipped back and Crutcher. Right place, right time. The little hick has got the ball up over the halfway line. Ash Crutcher's going to score for the Seagulls. A length of the field try. Ash Crutcher looking to seal the game. A fortuitous bounce. It was tapped back off one of the Cowboys players. I think it was Liam Ryan. And Crutcher was just in the right place at the right time. And with only 7 minutes remaining, McKinney looking to make it an 8-point lead. He shouldn't have any issues, and he puts it straight through the uprights. Sends it out of the stadium, in fact. And frustration for the Cowboys. But the game is not over yet. There is still plenty of time for either side to put more points on the board, as Ryan sends the ball deep down to the Seagulls line. It's Matthew Harris who brings it back. Taken down by Murphy and Johnston.
He's held there. 2.
The Seagulls come wide to Dingo.
3.
The skipper has had a quiet game this afternoon, but will be extremely happy
Hands off.
with their current position in this game. After 3 losses on a trot. That's a good kick by Prakash, and he's picked up a 40-20. Lennox Prakash, we've seen his kicking abilities already this season, and he's caught the Cowboys napping. And the Seagulls an opportunity to really wrap this game up as they go inside to McKinney.
2 hands away. Held.
Only inches short here, the Seagulls. They come right to Thompson. Thompson to Dingo. And Dingo finds Kane Chapman Kenny for the try. As easy as that. The Seagulls steal the win here at 4 Pines Park. It's KCK with the try. And it's Aidan McKinney to add the extra 2 from out wide. He comes in, it's a difficult kick, and he's shaved the right hand upright. Unsuccessful kick there, but the Seagulls 28 points to 16 up over the North Queensland Cowboys. And with coming up 3.5 minutes remaining, a 12-point lead will be extremely hard to overcome as Liam Ryan gets the game underway. I thought he might have opted to go short, but he sent it deep down, and Matthew Harris brings it out. The crowd finding their voice. The Seagulls, after losing their first 3 games of the season.
He's held 3. He's held there.
A hard-fought victory against the Storm 2 weeks ago. Are going to pick up their 2nd win of the season and keep their finals hopes alive. While the Cowboys, after opening the season with a win against the Melbourne Storm, will be staring down the barrel of their 4th straight loss as Carlos Kennedy just runs the ball into touch. Again, another unforced error by the Cowboys. Another good kick by Lennox Prakash. To the Seagulls. Set the scrum down, they go wide again. Chaz Dingo looking to go over the skipper, and the skipper looks to have scored. Straight from the scrum, he thinks he's got it. He's confident. Chaz Dingo. And the Seagulls seal it with a try. The crowd is going absolutely nuts here at 4 Pines Park. The faithful are here in droves. Over 23,000 for today's game, and they've been treated as McKennedy comes in and adds the extra 2, no troubles. 34 points to 16, less than a minute remaining. As the Cowboys will look to next week, they take on the Broncos, while the Seagulls are away to the Parramatta Eels. Both games for both teams will be extremely tough. But the game is back underway, and it's Matthew Harris who again brings it back for the Seagulls, and this will probably be the final play as they give it to Mary Passy. Taken down, and the siren goes, and the Seagulls pick up a famous victory here at 4 Pines Park, taking down the North Queensland Cowboys in a fantastic second half performance. As the players shake hands, 34 points to 16, the Seagulls come out winners, and they keep their Season 1 finals hopes alive. We hope you've enjoyed this evening's SRL coverage. Join us tomorrow night. It's the Warriors taking on the Broncos and the Panthers hosting the Rabbitohs.